to come into our seated shape. And in this seated shape, you can lengthen up through the spine and just soften the shoulders. Just kind of tapping yourself into and connecting to the moment. So we know we were mentioning at the start of this class, we were checking in and reflecting on our years and talking about how we've transformed and what we've accomplished and what we're looking forward to in 2024. And there's this quote by Ani DeFranco in one of her songs. She says, "Strangers, they're exciting. Their mystery never ends, but there's nothing like looking at your own history in the faces of your friends." And I feel like through connecting with each other, who we've all known each other for a pretty long period of time, I've known all of you for a pretty long period of time, and being able to get on Zoom together and see that transformation in each other, it's pretty amazing. So today we're going to have an opportunity to set an intention for next year and reflect on the past year. And I'm just wondering, before we start, if you have any intentions of what you want to weave into today's practice. And let's start with a balancing breath work. So pick up your right hand, press your two peace fingers over your third eye, plug through the right nostril, breathe in through the left. And then plug through the left nostril, exhale through the right. Inhale through the right. Plug through the right nostril, exhale through the left. Breathe in through the left. Plug through the left nostril, exhale right. Keep going like this. Maybe just do one more round. And then land your right palm and take full breaths in and out. And let's start to move our body in circular motions. These are called Sufi grinds. So just spiraling our body all the way around. Just do a couple more rounds in one direction. And then come back the other way. Yesterday I went to a Bikram yoga class and I got really, really angry in the class because the teacher was just being a Bikram style teacher and telling me what to do. I was like, you can't tell me what to do. And then I realized like this was just revealing another like layer of myself that I needed to work on. But I still really enjoyed the class, even though she kind of irritated me. Okay, let's come all the way back through center. Just lift both arms up towards the sky. And then we're gonna pivot into a twist and hold that twist for a few breaths and gaze over the right shoulder. And then keep the left palm where it is and just lift the right arm up and reach it towards the side. So now you're moving into a bit of a side bend and it should feel like an expansion through the shoulder. Always, of course, if something doesn't feel quite right, you can always just shift into a different variation that suits you better. Let's come all the way up now through center and then just lift both palms up. And then we'll take it the opposite way, landing the left palm, landing the right palm, gazing over the left shoulder. And then lift the left arm and bring it all the way over to the right. Just taking it into a side bend. And then we'll come all the way through center and just take both palms onto the lap. So we're gonna do something now that is breath of fire, but we're going to add a kriya into it. So you're going to take both arms up towards the sky. And what it's going to look like is short and fast inhales through the nose. And then a short and fast exhale through the nose. And on each exhale, the arms are going to come in towards the body. So like, so we're going to do 20 of these in the seated shape. So let's breathe in, lift the arms up, and then begin. "17, 18, 19, and 20. Just land the palms, breathe normally. And we'll do it again, lifting the arms all the way up. And then beginning. 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. Let the palms rest. And then once more, take the arms all the way up. And then begin. After 20 rounds, just fan the palms. Let's bring ourselves onto our hands and knees, come into a tabletop. And in the tabletop, move through a few cat-cows. Maybe just 2 more. Come all the way through center. Leave your left palm where it is. Lift the right arm up. So you're spiraling all the way into a twist. And then thread the right arm under. Land onto the shoulder and the cheek, and maybe you lift the left arm around. And just hook it near the hip. All the way back around with the left palm. Come up with the right palm and then go the opposite way. So lead the left arm up towards the sky and then thread the left arm under, land onto the cheek, land onto the shoulder. Maybe you lift the arm up. And then come all the way back through center with both palms. Tuck the toes. And then lift the hips up and back, come into your downward facing dog. And in your downward facing dog, you're going to lift the right leg up towards the sky. Pull the right knee in. Step the foot between the palms. Just land onto the left heel and bring yourself up into warrior one. So you're lifting all the way up. Head is kind of cut off. We'll see if you can see me there. Yeah. Take the arms up towards the sky. And then let's do a little bit of movement with our breath. So on the inhale, the arms are going to stay extended. And then on the exhale, you're going to lengthen the right leg and just pull the palms into heart center. And then move with the breath a few times.
Holding on with both 2 hands. Gotta let go now. Is it really you knocking at your own door? Always looking for something more. Don't be a fool. Don't be a fool. Oh no, no, no.
Let's do this 3
You just
more
gotta
times.
let that old story go. You just gotta let that good river flow into.
And then on a last one, just lift the arms up. Lengthen the right leg, reach the arms up towards the sky. Hinge the body forward as you reach the arms forward. And then let your body just lengthen over the right leg.
Where you gonna run to if you're gonna run from here? Only running from your own fear. It'll catch up now. Gotta let it die. Gotta let it go its own way. Who will you be if you let it stay?
Do just one more breath.
I'm afraid. Oh no, no, no.
And then keep the palms where they are. Just bend through the right knee enough that you can step the right foot back to meet the left. Find yourself coming into a plank. And then maybe bring your body through your vinyasa.
It's a star. Oh no, no, no. You just gotta let that old story go.
And we'll just do the exact same thing on the opposite side. So pick up the left leg, lift it towards the sky. Pull the left knee in. Step the left foot between the palms. Land onto the right heel. Lift all the way up into your warrior one. And then again, we're going to flow with our breath. And each exhale, the leg lengthens and the palms come inward. On each inhale, the knee bends, the arms open.
Gotta let that old story go. Oh no, no, no. You just gotta let that old story go. Oh no, no, no.
Maybe just 2 more.
You just gotta let that old story
The last one.
You just gotta
Let the left leg lengthen as you lift arms up. And then reach the palms forward. And let your body dangle over the left leg.
Om Namah Chandikaya. Om Namah Chandikaya. Om Namah Chandikaya. Jayanti Mangala Kali Bhadrakali Kapali.
Can you stay there for one more breath?
Durga
And then we'll bend the left knee enough that the palms can come flat on the mat. And then just step the left foot back and take your body through a flow or come straight up to down dog. From your down dog, pick up the right leg. Let's pull our right knee in, come into a core plank, and then lift it up to three-legged dog. Take the right knee to top right elbow. Take it all the way up. Right knee across to top left elbow. Lift it up. Bring the right knee in, step the foot between the palms. Lift the arms up. Good. Let's take our palms into heart center. Take an inhale, lift at the elbows. And then pivot and land the left elbow onto the right thigh. Gaze over the right shoulder. Let's stay in that twist for one more breath. And then lift all the way up and open up the arms. We're going to pivot onto the back heel and pivot our bodies all the way around. So now we're in Warrior Two, facing the back of the space. So you're gazing over the left fingertips. Now see how it feels to land the right palm, just reverse the warrior. Open up through the left side body. And push through both feet, lift all the way up to stand. Lengthen through the left leg. Reach the left arm forward. Take the left arm alongside the left calf. Lift the right arm up. And gaze towards the right thumb. Push through both feet, lift all the way up to stand. Turn the left toes in now, turn the right toes out. Step the right or the left foot in. So we're setting up for twisted triangle. You can have a block if you want. We're going to take both arms up and then reach forward and let the left palm land on the inside of the right foot. Lift the right arm up towards the sky. Just take one more breath. And then land the right palm. Bring yourself all the way back to down dog. If you want to vinyasa through, go ahead. Let's go the opposite way. So pick up the left leg, big inhale. Pull the left knee in, come into the core plank. Lift the left leg up. Bring the left knee to top the left elbow. Take the left leg all the way up. Left knee taps the right elbow. And then take the left leg all the way up. Let's pull the left foot in. And then lift the bodies all the way up to crescent lunge. Take the palms into heart center, big inhale. Start to pivot and land the right elbow onto the left knee and gaze beyond the left shoulder. Take one more breath. Lift all the way up. And then open up, facing the back of the mat. Warrior two, gaze over the right fingertips. Land the left palm, reach the right arm up. And then come all the way up. To stand, lengthen through the right leg, reach your right arm forward, take the right arm alongside the right calf, lift the left arm up. And then can you just bend through the right knee, lift all the way up. Let's lengthen through the right leg, turn all 10 toes in. Hinge the body forward into a wide legged forward fold. Take the hands onto the hips, lift all the way up to stand. Turn your left toes to the back, or back to the front of the space. Step your right foot in. We're going to set up for twisting triangle. So lift the arms up. And then take the palms forward. Leave your right palm where it is. Lift the left arm up towards the sky. And then bring your left palm back to the mat, step back to down dog. And if you want to move through a flow, go ahead. Perfect. Bend through both of the knees, gaze forward, and step the feet up to meet the hands. Next, we're going to do a couple of balancing poses before we shift more into yin or restorative. So let's take an inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hold. Take an inhale, sweep the arms up towards the sky. Take an exhale, palms at heart center. Release the hands alongside the hips. Let's leave our left foot where it is. Kick the right foot back, grab hold of the inner edge of the right foot, lift the left arm up. And then we're just going to come forward into Dancer's pose. Lift all the way up to stand. Land the right foot alongside the left. Take the palms together for a moment. And then let's go the opposite way. So kick your left foot back, grab hold of the inner edge of the left foot, just lift the arm up, and then maybe take it forward.
I know that you can show me.
The musician I have right now playing switched across. And I think one of my highlights of 2023 was going to see him live in concert in Bali. It was amazing. I saw a lot of live music at the end of this year, and I don't think I realized how much I missed it, like how important it is to me. I just feel like you can connect to music, you can connect to the narrative of music, your story, different parts of your life. Take one more breath, and then come all the way up to stand. Bring the left foot alongside the right. Find this mountain moment. Leave your left foot where it is. And we're going to open the right knee to the side. Plant the palm on the inside of the ankle, the shin, or maybe on the thigh. And just take the palms together and find your tree.
I'm a lover, I was born this way.
Just hang out here for one more breath.
I'm a warrior, and I will make a change.
And then switch things up by landing the right foot.
What I'm about to say.
Taking the left foot and planting it either on the ankle or the shin or the thigh.
Come with me, take a jump into this ocean, and now set your heart free. Throw the change into motion, yeah. We can live in peace. We could say the war is over, and you will come to see that we will make a difference, I believe. We will make a difference, yeah. I'm a Baba, I sing to Mahadev. Come to bring the truth to those who cannot see. Don't be led astray into unrighteous ways. We'll go back in, he said, inside your holy cave. And come with me, take a jump into this ocean.
And then just release your foot, come back to stand. Nice, come to stand at the front of the mat. Let's move through one more vinyasa flow. And from the vinyasa, yeah, so inhaling, lifting the arms up, and you got it. Exhaling, coming forward, good. Inhaling, halfway lift. Nice, and then exhaling, lowering, stepping back, journeying through your flow. My AirPods just died, so I've moved forward. My AirPods have been with me through the whole mindful life practice. And they just don't have much juice left in them. All right, from the downward facing dog, let's take the right leg up towards the sky. And then we're just gonna pull the right knee in and lay the right knee across the width of the mat, coming into a pigeon. Nice, and then just come to hinge all the way forward. We're gonna be here for a few moments. And I'm gonna share with you something from Journey to the Heart. So Journey to the Heart has been like my book of this year. And I think I've told all of you a little bit about why it became my book. And and there's an essay every day. And December 31st essay is like my favorite essay of all time. You've probably heard it before because I read it at almost the end of every program, retreat, training. It's called Honor the Ending. How was your trip? A friend asked as my trip drew to a close. I thought for a moment and then the answer came easily. It had its ups and downs, I said. There were times I felt exhilarated and sure I was on track. Other days I felt lost, confused. I'd fall into bed at night certain this whole trip was a mistake and a waste. But I'd wake up in the morning, something would happen, and I'd see how I'd been guided all along. The journey of a year is drawing to a close. Cherish the moments, all of them, even the ups and downs. Cherish the places you visited, the people you've seen. Say goodbye to those whose journeys have called them someplace else. Know you can always call them back by thinking loving thoughts. Know all those you love will be there for you when you need them the most. Honor the lessons you've learned and the people who helped you learn them. Honor the journey your soul mapped out for you. Trust all the places you've been. Make a scrapbook in your heart to help you remember. Look back for a moment, reflect in peace, and then let this year draw to a close. All parts of the journey are sacred and holy, and you've learned that by now. Take time to honor this ending, though it's never really the end. Go to sleep tonight, and when you wake up tomorrow, a new adventure will begin. Remember the words you were told when this last adventure began, the words whispered quietly to your heart. Let the journey unfold. Let it be magical. The way has been prepared and people will be expecting you. Yes, you are being led. Slowly start to bring yourself back up to downward facing dog. And from that down dog, you can move yourself in any way that feels good through a flow. You can extend one leg and then the next. Just like neutralize your whole body. And then let's transition into the opposite side. So left leg lifts all the way up. And then comes all the way through into pigeon. This next poem that I'm going to share, this is by Warsan Shire. It's another favorite at this time of year. The year of letting go, of understanding loss, grace of the word no, and also being able to say, you are not kind. The year of humanity/humility. When the whole world couldn't get out of bed. Everyone I've met this year says the same thing. You are so easy to be around. How do you do that? The year I broke open and dug out all the rot with my own hands. The year I learned small talk and how to smile at strangers. The year I understood that I'm at my best when I reach out and ask, do you want to be my friend? The year of sugar everywhere, softness, sweetness, honey, honey. The year of being alone and learning how much I like it. Year of hugging people I don't know because I want to know them. The year I made peace and love right here. Stay lingering in pigeon for one more round of breath. And then I'll invite you to come all the way up to down dog. Maybe just moving in whatever way makes most sense. And from whatever shape you're in, we're going to come to land on the knees. And from this shape on the knees, either stay with your body just sitting flat, or if you want to tuck the toes and sit the hips back on tucked toes, that's an option. And then let's take our arms to open. And from the arms open, we're going to curl the right arm underneath the left and high five the eight. Beautiful. And so I have a few New Year's Eve poems that I usually read, and this is the last one. This is Rupi Kaur. It has been one of the greatest and most difficult years of my life. I learned everything is temporary. Moments, feelings, people, flowers. I learned love is about giving everything and letting it hurt. I learned vulnerability is always the right choice because it's easy to be cold in a world that makes it so very difficult and soft. I learned all things come into life and death, pain and joy, salt and sugar. It's the balance of the universe. It's been the year of hurting so bad, but living so good. Making friends out of strangers, making strangers out of friends. Learning mint chocolate chip ice cream will fix just about everything or pains it can. We must learn to focus on more ways in it and become better lovers to the world. For if we can't learn to be kinder to each other, how will we ever learn to be kinder to the most desperate parts of ourselves? Rupi Kaur. Let's open our arms all the way up and then just pull that in the opposite way. Let's stay there for just about 5 more breaths. Then unwind the arms, and if you have your toes tucked under, untuck them, pedal them out a bit. Get your paws back yet. I think they are. Okay, beautiful. All right, so come into whatever seated shape works for you, and then we're just going to drop one earlobe down towards the shoulder, right or left, and you can take the palm and allow it to be a little anchor. So we're thinking a little bit about what our word is for the year. And every year, I've been doing this on New Year's Eve since before the Mindful Life practice. The year before I started the Mindful Life practice, I went to a New Year's Eve yoga class. And I remember thinking, like, I would love to do something like this, but I don't think anyone would come. And, you know, I do it every year. People come, which is so wonderful. Thank you for being here. but sometimes I forget my word throughout the year, and this was one of those years. So the word that I set last year was ritual, but when I got to the end of the year, I thought it was joy. And the reason why I thought it was joy was because I had had so much joy in my life. And what I realized was that my word was actually ritual. And what I wanted to do was establish a routine of yoga and working out, and that was what I did. At the end of the year, I created some really beautiful rituals. Let's take our head all the way up and then go the opposite way. So drop your left earlobe down, or right, whichever side you haven't done. And I think my word for next year is learn. I'm really interested in continuing to learn about everything, about the world around me. Yoga philosophy is my big interest right now, but also languages, science, history. Stay there for a few more breaths. And then just lift our head all the way up and come into neutral. So we're going to do a little bit of journaling now, and I just want to invite you to reflect on what was your word for last year, and how did you embody that word? I'm going to put it into the chat. Right in the chat. We'll spend like 5 minutes journaling on that. Let's take about 1 more minute on this journal prompt, and then I'm going to invite us to switch to another one. So when you're ready to transition to your next journal prompt, the next one is, what is your word for 2024? And how do you intend to weave that word through every day of your life? And what will it look like, feel like, and sound like to you? Okay, let's take like a minute or two to finish off whatever you're writing. And then once you're finished up, we're going to start to make our way into a couple of final shapes. So the first is to come into a little bit of a twist. So eventually we'll just make our way down onto our mat, but no rush to get there. Actually, let's start with a neutralizing pose so we stay balanced. So coming all the way onto the mat, and then just push up through the feet. And we're going to come into like a supported bridge. So having like a cushion or a block or something, just lifting your hips up. And letting your body just start to release down. Let's remain in bridge pose for about 5 more breaths. And then just push through the feet to lift the hips up. You can slide whatever you had beneath you to the side, pull the knees in, open the arms into a cactus. And then just drop both knees over to the right as you gaze over the left shoulder. So as I was lying there in the bridge pose, I was thinking about how it's already 2024 in Australia, in Bali, which is pretty cool. And we're still in 2023 over here. Stay there for another breath. And then just pull the knees up. Good, and twist the opposite way. Just stay there for another breath. And then bring yourself all the way up through center. Just pull the knees into the chest. And then slowly stretch all the way out into your Shavasana. If you want to keep writing, you can. No need to stay in Shavasana. Just let whatever shape you're in hold you. And just know that I'm going to bring you back when the time is up.
Beyond all polarities, I am. Let the judgments and opinions of the mind be judgments and opinions of the mind, and you exist behind that. Ah, so. Ah, so. It's really time for you to see through the absurdity of your own predicament. You aren't who you thought you were. You just aren't that person. And in this very lifetime, you can know it. Right now. The real work you have to do is in the privacy of your own heart. All of the external forms are lovely. But the real work is your inner connection. If you're quiet when you meditate, if you truly open your heart, just quiet your mind. Open your heart. Quiet the mind, open the heart. How do you quiet the mind? You meditate. How do you open the heart? You start to love that which you can love and just keep expanding it. You love a tree, you love a river, you love a leaf, you love a flower, you love a cat, you love a human. But go deeper and deeper into that love. Till you love that which is the source of the light behind all of it. Behind all of it. You don't worship the gate, you go into the inner temple. Everything in you that you don't need, you can let go of. You don't need loneliness, or you couldn't possibly be alone. You don't need greed because you already have it all. You don't need doubt because you already know. The confusion is saying, I don't know. But the minute you are quiet, you find out that in truth you do know. For in you, you know. Plane after plane will open to you. I want to know who I really am. As if in each of us, there once was a fire. And for some of us, there seem as if there are only ashes now. But when we dig in the ashes, we find one ember, and very gently we fan that ember. Blow on it. It gets brighter. And from that ember, we rebuild the fire. Only thing that's important is that ember. That's what you and I are here to celebrate. That though we've lived our life totally involved in the world, we know that we're of the Spirit. The ember gets stronger. Flame starts to flicker a bit. And pretty soon you realize that all we're going to do for eternity is sit around the fire.
Start to wiggle through your fingers and wiggle through your toes. Create a big expansive stretch all the way through the body. And just pull the knees into the chest. And then from that shape, let's come all the way up to seated. With the palms at the heart center. And we'll close this morning with an intention. It's the ancient but original intention. It's been passed from heart to heart through thousands of years. And it's that our practice remains steady, our efforts remain continuous, and that our yoga helps and heals, and it serves and it benefits all beings everywhere. May all beings be safe. May they be happy, healthy, and free. And may the thoughts and the actions of each of our lives contribute towards this each and every day. And let's just finish with an Om sound, and we're going to breathe in, breathe out, and breathe in and make an Om. So take a big breath in. Big breath out. Big breath in. Oh. Thank you so much for joining me, for sharing the space and the practice. I'm super grateful for each one of you. The light in me, it sees and it honors the light in you. Right, I'm just going to stop this recording and remove myself from the spotlight because I just